got this beta male, this pandering Negro that we call him, Jamal Bryant, who's sitting over here trying to shame black men into voting for Kamala Harris. Before I do that, let me take my jacket off right quick. It's a little hot out here. God damn. We almost in November and it's still hot out here, man. That's crazy. It get cold in the nighttime and it get hot in the daytime. But yeah. You had this man literally trying to shame black men because we're not supporting Kamala Harris. These pandering Negroes, man, they gotta go. They had to go, bruh. Because it's kind of funny that you keep getting on the internet. Always think now you hear this from Barack Obama. You hear this from Barack Obama. You hear this from Magic Johnson. You hear this from Plies. What else you hear too? You hear from all these pandering Negroes rolling. You hear from Van Jones. I heard from all of you Negroes. All of you Negroes that are shilling and raccooning for the Democrats. I don't know why y'all keep coming out here talking. Oh yeah, and Usher recently just goddamn went to the Kamala rally, giving his goddamn. If you looking at Usher, and I know plenty of y'all saw the video of Usher. This man was literally looking like he was reading from a script that they wrote down on a piece of paper. That's basically what they were doing. I tell you, these people are losing their mind, man, cause they're desperate about this cause Kamala is about to lose. Yeah, I had to do something right quick, but yeah, I know you're hearing a lot of noise in the background, but shoot, I had to do something right quick, so I know why you're hearing all the noise. But and then she came out with another one. She had these girls, these Keishas, participate in the pop the balloon with questioning if he did not vote for Kamala Harris. They had popped the balloon. I know you had thought. I know you had thought it already. Cause I'm telling you, man, the same old, no vote, no fucking, the same old trope. That might well be 2.0 if because they did that. Cause I'm telling you, these people are losing their minds, bro. Especially Kamala, cause she knows she about to lose. Now, I'm not gonna show you the clip about Usher, but we're gonna hear this from Boule Jamal Bryant.
In order for me to be a man, I gotta know how to support a woman. Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to
you got some simps in there, meaning that you got some weak beta male pandering Negroes in there, like yourself, giving out the worst advice and thinking you know exactly what you talking about. And you over here trying to talk about, oh, something wrong with. I'm telling you, this is the same old pandering Negroes quote of black men are the problem and the black woman is not a problem. This is what they all do, black men. You just notice what he just said. Oh, what is wrong with you? If you don't support these beautiful black queens, there's something wrong with you. And these are the same women that are laughing at you Negroes. She laughing at you. She not taking you serious. She just there cause she know that you can entertain that. And then she just say stuff about you behind your back. To be realistic, she don't care about you either. So what are we even talking about? You pandering Negroes always pandering. Always giving off the worst advice. And let's be real, Kamala is not even a black woman. So I don't want to hear nothing from you pandering Negroes about what black men got going on and all this and that. Hold on for a second. Somebody interrupt. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, but man, it just don't make no sense. This is why a lot of black men don't go to church nowadays. Because you go to church, you see a whole lot of these Keishas in the church. And let me guess. He probably don't mess around with a lot of them. Cause you know Umar Johnson do the same thing too. Look how the way Umar Johnson talk. How he love to blame black men for the most of the time for 100% of the problem. Look at how he get down. I told you he do the same thing as a pastor. They do the same thing. But I always want to hold black men accountable. You know me, I don't I don't hold black men accountable. I hold simps like Jamal Bryant accountable, Umar too, and Controversial Shannon. I hold every last one of these simps accountable. So what's the point of we coming out here trying to think you can just tell black men what to do and these just gonna think we're gonna fall for that shit? I'm gonna tell you something, black man. Don't let these people shame you into voting because these people out here, man, they desperate, man. They know that Kamala's gonna lose this election. That's why they sitting over here angry and mad at us. But it's her fault. If she was doing right, if she was the vice president for almost 4 years, and Joe Biden too. If they would have done right by black men, then none of this stuff would be happening. I was looking at probably the polls today, and I think that, man, the black vote who vote for the Democrat was at 70%. 70%. So yeah, that's a problem right there for the Democrat. Cause they say they gotta have 80% in order to for the Democrats to win the election. You gotta have 80%. 80% and above. It's not the same like Joe Biden back in 2020. It's not the same like it's Barack Obama back in 2008 or anything. It's not the same like um Bill Clinton back in the 90s, like in 1992 and in 1996 presidential election. It's not the same. This 2024 election, this election, yeah, she gonna lose. But I'm just saying, man, the same old trope of shaming black men. Now this is the same stuff that they did 2 years ago with the song called "No Voting, No Fucking." But they did, but it's not the song this time. This was on "Pop the Balloon," and she had these Keishas, probably like around my age, cause I'm 21. Will get on, well, probably having the balloon in the hand. They asked him, did he vote for Kamala? He said, nah. And then that's when they started popping the balloon. We all know Kamala is behind this stuff, bro. We all know that, bro. We all know that. But let's go on here and get back to it. Yeah, we all know that shit. But let's continue.
Articulate women who are not intimidated by women who are anointed to lead. And he goes, this man from the White House, he goes to Esther and listen, man, listen. It's a lot of people that's going to lead you astray. It's a lot of people that's going to come into your life that's going to try to convince you to step outside of what God has ordained for us to do. And the reason that we are in this situation that we are in today is because of men like this that allow for women to jump on the pulpit right after she kicked out protesters. And there was some protesters that
Yeah, the same thing with Umar. Umar give out the worst advice. But he on here talking about donate me. See, I'm telling you, like I said, Umar do the same thing. He's like a pastor into a lot of these Keishas, man, who's out here doing wrong. Because I'm telling you, I told you it before. In order to gain favor from a lot of Keishas, you had to get on here and blame black men most of the time for the problems that they be having. You get what I'm saying? So, or there's this thing about it that this is the main reason why the so-called black community is not gonna can't do nothing right because hold on for a second. Sorry about that.
I mean, logically, I don't think that protesters should be protesting in the church per se. But right after those people said Jesus is Lord, right after that, and she said, "Oh, you must be at the wrong rally." She never added context. She never apologized.
That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said. Somehow we hate. Oh, oh, but it's just crazy how she said that shit, and now she in the church. I'm telling you, man, this is why a lot of black men don't go to church. This is why a lot of black men are not in them church houses every Sunday because we had collectively left the church. We see the gangs We see the goofy games that they play in the churches. I'm telling you. You have a whole bunch of the women don't want to be accountable for their actions. But it's always the men gotta be accountable. And you have dudes like Jamal Bryant would never hold them accountable. Because I told you this before. I said this. In order to gain favor, they have to blame black men most of the time for the problems and do not hold these Keishas accountable. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like Umar. Umar is more similar to that. Like these pastors, and this is what they do. Always trying to blame black men for the problems. But at the same time, they not looking at the women and seeing what they really doing. They just let the women get away with a whole lot of stuff. But at the same time, they don't want to explain that. But they out here supporting the Democrats that have a history of deceiving and lying and doing a lot of destructive things to us. This is why black men are not in church nowadays. Because we see the game for what it is. These pastors nowadays, they not even following the God's message. They not even following the message from God. They following the devil. But hold on for a second. Yeah. This is why you don't see a lot of black men in the church. I don't know what happened to Wi-Fi on my phone. But yeah. Before I get out of here, man, these dudes, man, I warned y'all a couple months ago about this stuff. You're gonna see more of these people coming out shaming us and try to guilt us into voting for Kamala Harris. And all this stuff. Tell you, we ought to be a scapegoat for everybody's problems. But you know how that is. The only thing I say is, black men, you gotta consider this a source. Every time these people come out here and shame you, every election, because they going to have the same problem in 2026. When it comes to your local state election, they going to have the same outcome in 2026. And I'm tell you that to be realistic with you. The only thing you're going to keep doing is, you got to, every time you see stuff like this, don't support them. Don't support them. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they tell you. Do not vote for them. And I don't care who, because you not finna keep on coming at black men and thinking you just tell black men what to do. And then at the same time, let's say like, even though if a black man go out there and do this stuff, you still wouldn't even give him no respect. And that's the majority of a lot of our people. They always want to complain about black men don't do this for them, but in the next minute, they on his discrediting us. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. And peace out, man. I'm out of here.